You're telling me that Georgia players are not going to go that high in the draft? You're crazy.
You are Locked On Bulldogs, your daily podcast on the Georgia Bulldogs. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Locked On Bulldogs podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. He is Clint. I am Daniel. Today's episode brought to you by our friends over at FanDuel, where you can make every moment more. FanDuel.com. More on them in a moment. Excited to have you. Excited to be chatting about the Georgia Bulldogs each and every day, as we always do. We're still in the season right now. It's this weird little nebulous in-season time where a bit of a break, a bit of a hiatus from football. We'll have games to be talking about coming up shortly. Georgia will learn its opponent for the first round or the second round of the college football playoff when we play Ole Miss or Tulane. We're going to break down both of those teams in the coming weeks. We're going to talk all sorts of news and notes for the Georgia Bulldogs. But today, we're looking ahead, Clint.
Okay.
We're looking into the future, staring into the flame of the candle, looking ahead and saying to ourselves, who off this team is going to be headed to the next level? And in what spots might they be projected to go? And so let's just start with a list here.
It's very simple.
This list comes to us from Mock Drafts. At Mock Drafts on Twitter. Just a compilation of all the different mocks out there, right? So you have these sites and they just amalgamate all the different mock drafts out there. And if you're over on YouTube, you can see right now, but there are 8 Georgia Bulldogs listed, 8 Georgia Bulldogs projected, according to the consensus mock drafts out there, to be drafted into the NFL. CJ Allen being the first selection from Georgia, and Ernest Green being projected in the 7th round, pick number 227. So 8 in total. And so as I show you this list, CJ Allen, Kristen Miller, Zachariah Branch, Oscar Delp, Monroe Freeling, Dalen Everett, Lawson Lucky, Ernest Green. What is your big picture takeaway, Clint, from a list like this?
Big picture takeaway is just like every year with draft, there are names on that list that I think ceiling wise can approach first round draft grades if they come back. Second thing that stands out to me is notable names that are not on this list that no one's talking about that will surprise, quote unquote, people that will not surprise you and I when they are selected. Again, we keep using this name because it's Devontae Wyatt was the name everybody was shocked by, and not to Daniel and I, because if you watched him year in and year out, you knew that guy's going to make a difference on an NFL squad in such a big way. And he has, and he will continue to be. Same thing with Jordan Davis. And we can go on and on and on down the list of guys that are making notable impacts now. So you look at the list, and what screams to me, just kind of big picture, is, man, if you're Zachariah Branch, if you're Monroe Freeling, if you're Ernest Green, are you looking at those draft grades and the compensation that comes with each of those and the contract over 3 years? You get down in the 7th round with an Ernest Green projected 227. You look at a Zachariah Branch, who I think is one of the best electric players with the ball in his hand. He's approaching the status within UGA ranks that are unheralded before, unheard of. I was told couldn't do it in Kirby Smart, Mike Bobo's system, would never see again. I look at them and I say, can't they come back? And wouldn't they be people who would absolutely benefit from a year of outstanding performance, get in that first round, get that guaranteed 5-6 year, get that option out on the table within the first 2 rounds, even get that money. So what stands out to me is that first, how many of these guys are these Are these accurate? Are these projections? Are these amalgamation of the picks good? Is this the intel they're getting? And if that's the intel I'm getting, I'm simply asking the question. Very, very simple one. Is another year coming back worth it to skyrocket and pump up? If that's the floor, 7th round, 3rd or 4th round, can I reach for a higher? Can I get a better grade? And I think on a lot of that list, the answer is yes.
Yeah, and I think especially you look at a guy like Zachariah Branch, and I think the proof is in the pudding, right? Zachariah Branch is going to have more yards receiving this year for Georgia, a team that spreads the ball out, that doesn't target a single wide receiver, a team that doesn't simplify defensive strategy for an opponent by allowing you to take one thing away and hamstring us. A team that spreads the ball out. Zachariah Branch is going to have more yards receiving this year for Georgia than he did in his previous 2 seasons for USC combined, Clint. And so if you look at if he comes back next year, another year in the system,
that's right,
year to show what he's capable of, I think certainly you look at him sitting projected right now at 80th, the 80th overall pick, a 3rd round pick. I think certainly there is room for him to move into the first 2 rounds of this draft. Yeah, you look at guys like the 2 tackles, Monroe Freeling and Ernest Green. First of all, how are these guys sitting as low as they're sitting? How? Has anyone watched the offensive line this year? Has anyone seen what Monroe Freeling and Ernest Green have done this year for the best football team in college football? Like, you're telling me that Ernest Green, a multiple year starter for Georgia, is a 7th round draft pick? No. Clint, no.
Stop.
No.
Like,
no. These are 3 juniors, Clint, that I think have an opportunity to significantly improve their draft grades moving forward if they were to come back to school.
And what's wild to me, if you look at the all SEC even selections this year, all the Americans, we have a bona fide 1st round name, a guy who's going to continue on the legacy of inside linebacker CJ Allen, who on you and I think we have had now, let's just call it the 2 top mistakes we have made in player evaluation in the history of the podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
I think CJ Allen has eclipsed our DeAndre Baker take, Daniel.
You're right. We called DeAndre Baker, quote, not a lockdown corner. And
bad.
We said CJ Allen might be the 4th best linebacker on this team.
That's worse.
It's worse.
It's worse.
CJ Allen is, I don't care where, he's a guy that I don't care where he gets drafted. I do think this is the last year for CJ Allen. I do think he's going to be a 1st round pick. I got a couple names for you, Clint. We're going to come back. I got a couple names for you, Clint, that I'm squinting. I'm looking at this list.
I don't see
I perceive myself to be literate.
You are.
I'm going to need you to help me find them on this list because surely they're there somewhere. But first, these.
And these are, in fact, Aura Frames. Right now, it's the holiday gift-giving time, and Aura Frames has you covered. Aura Frames is fantastic. It's not just something you wrap. It's a way to share memories. Aura isn't about your average picker frame. It's preloaded frames with photos before gifting. So when they plug it in, memories are already there. No apps, no headaches of setting up. Instant smiles. Endless uploads of pictures and 30-second videos through the Aura app. Packaging comes gift ready, no price tag, no wrapping needed. Huge win. You order it, you send it, you're done. Limited time. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com. $35 off. Best-selling Carver matte frames, #1 named by Wirecutter. Use promo code COLLEGE at checkout. auraframes.com. Promo code COLLEGE. This deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast. So order yours now. Get in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply, but that's not all, Daniel. We also have our fine friends over at Georgia Access. Has your health or family needs changed recently? Georgia has got you covered. Georgia Access is our state's marketplace for Georgians to compare, apply, and enroll in health insurance plans that offer the best value for their individual needs. Open enrollment is happening now. Visit georgiaaccess.gov today. Georgia Access, health insurance by Georgia, for Georgia. You said you needed to squint. You're not look, you're many things. Daniel, you are many things.
Okay, all right.
But unable to see what's right in front of you. Again, the reason why we see CJ Allen is in fact a first round on the list of some of the best to come through Georgia is because we see his productive play. We see that he is an eraser. We see that he is worthy of first round, and he's going to have a very productive career because he's just a bona fide stud out there. But Daniel, as you look at the list, there's a lot of exclusions that are confusing to me. I feel things when I don't see the names on the list.
I'll tell you this. I feel some things. Let's start at the top, Clint. Gunnar Stockton ain't on this list, Clint. Let me just say some things to the people who are clutching their pearls over certain quarterbacks and their decisions that have been made over the past month. Oh, woe is us. Kirby and Mike Bobo at it again, can't recruit a quarterback, can't get a quarterback on campus. See, what had happened was Georgia doesn't need a quarterback. So would it have been great to add another 5-star to the room? Sure, absolutely, it would have. Do we think that he's going to be a good quarterback at Vanderbilt? Yes, we do think he's going to be a good quarterback at Vanderbilt. But y'all, Gunnar Stockton ain't going anywhere. Gunnar Stockton going to be Georgia's quarterback next year. I can tell you where he's not going. He ain't going to Miami, Clint. And he ain't going to the NFL draft, Clint. Gunnar Stockton is going to be the number 1 quarterback in the SEC next year. He's going to be preseason first team all SEC. He is absolutely going to give Georgia the premier quarterback across the Southeastern Conference, according to all of these so-called experts who are now on board with Gunnar Stockton, who they called the 12th best quarterback in the SEC coming into this season.
Oh, no. I was told there was a Heisman winner, Heisman winner at Ole Miss. So
Gunnar Stockton's coming back next year. And, you know, we mentioned Zachariah Branch and his decision to come back. Mm-hmm. You think Gunnar Stockton coming back for another year is going to impact what Zachariah Branch decides to do? We mentioned Monroe Freeling and Ernest Green. You think Gunnar Stockton coming back for another year is going to impact what Ernest Green and Monroe Freeling decide to do? I'm here to tell you the draft class for Georgia this year might be a little light.
See,
because I think there's going to be some guys that are going to look around and say, maybe we run it back one more time with QB1. Maybe we just see what's in it for us if we come back and give it another go. Because Gunnar Stockton is coming back.
He is. There's not a doubt in our mind. Again, clutch your pearls, but look at the progression of what we have said for a very long time of the QB room at Georgia. If you know the reigning SEC winning quarterback is coming back to school.
Yep.
And you want to play day one.
Also, an Elite 11 quarterback is backing him up.
Oh, no.
Also, another 4-star quarterback is backing him up. Also, there's already the number 1 quarterback in the nation committed to Georgia for the following recruiting cycle.
Oh, no.
That you're now going to have to be on campus competing with by the time it's your turn. Yeah, you're going to take the money, you're going to take the bag, and you're going to go somewhere else where their quarterback has exhausted his 46 years of eligibility and is now switching over to Social Security and leaving college football. Like, that's the path of least resistance.
That is. So it makes sense. And let us be real. We are not saying at all. He's not good. That's not what we're saying.
Did anyone hear us say that just
well,
now?
they claimed we were.
Did anyone hear us say that?
But they'll
just
claim
it's
we
recorded,
were.
so just clip it and then send it back to us where we said he's not good or not going to be good.
The problem that Georgia has is that there's too much talent in Georgia. That's the problem we have, not anything else. So Gunner's back. He's being
the problem
backed
I
up.
have with my bank accounts. There's too much money in it, so that's also a problem that I have. Other
one
names
of us is lying.
Other names not on this list, Clint. Did I miss Raylan Wilson's name on the list? Did I read it up and I read it down? I read
this
it.
This is my biggest omission. I
didn't see Raylan Wilson's name.
He's nowhere on here. Not a single time. Is he not draft eligible? Let's answer that. No,
he is.
Okay, so he is draft eligible.
Yeah.
He's not worthy of a 7th round pick. Like what you're telling me is an inside linebacker on what's quickly becoming one of the top defenses in the college football playoff in the last 5 weeks has played as such, kept Alabama to -3 rushing yards. He physically gifted, physical freak, size, speed, height, combo, under Kirby Smart, isn't worthy of a draft grade?
I'll tell you this, Clint. I had no intention of seeing Raylan Wilson wear the red and black next year. None.
Zero.
None. I assumed he was gone to the NFL. I knew CJ Allen was. I assumed Raylan Wilson was right beside him. If this is what the NFL scouts think of Raylan Wilson, let me be the first to say we would welcome him back onto next year's squad. Good Lord in heaven, Clint.
Oh my.
To have him come back and anchor the middle of this defense with young linebackers like Chris Cole and Justin Williams and Zayden Walker, those 3 guys, the young bucks learning on his heels, coming up right beside him, that would be glorious for me. This is a slight. This is not Raylan Wilson getting drafted, y'all.
He getting drafted, and not only will he make it again, this is if he does come back, it's going to be the Jordan Davis effect, right? Jordan Davis come back. Nobody was anticipating that. He comes back, runs it back, has an incredible season, vaults up the draft boards, and is doing work. I mean, he can't rush the passer.
Oh no.
He's doing that in an incredible clip on one of the best defenses in the nation. Raylan Wilson, I don't know why he's omitted. If he comes back, great. If not, he's going to get drafted and he's going to be productive, not just reps backing somebody up, but this cat's going to be productive in the NFL. We've seen it time after time after time again. So, come on back, Raylan.
Please. I got one more name we're going to get to, but first, these.
And these are, in fact, FanDuel. FanDuel's fantastic. Get over there right now. NFL Sundays move fast. College football moves fast. And one big play can suddenly change everything. You're reacting in real time, not just watching a game. With FanDuel, you can get into the action every drive. Every momentum swing can be yours. Live betting is best when the game starts to shift. A receiver gets hot, defense tightens up, and guess what? FanDuel lets you jump right into the action. Player props are up to date live instantly. So if you want to get in right in the middle of action this season, visit FanDuel.com and place your NFL live bets all season long. FanDuel, the game moves fast. So can you. Daniel, you said you had a name for us. We're going to name names. We're not trying to blacklist these guys. We want them to be, it feels like saying a different color list, but the opposite of, but it feels wrong to say, like, it doesn't feel good as I'm thinking about it. It's one of those filter moments.
Yeah.
Where I'm not going to do it.
Do you want me to go ahead and name my name now?
I want you to name
we
your name.
can move on from whatever
If
this
you could
whatever
save
this
me
is.
from my own stupidity.
Yeah. Looking at this list here, Clint.
Yeah.
Colby Young's an NFL football player. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know what to tell you. NFL GM. It's 5th round. 5th round rolls around. 6th round rolls around. I'm here to tell you, Colby Young's on that board. Don't draft him if you don't have enough money for a guy to make the roster. You understand? Like, if you're trying to cut salary and you don't have enough, and you're trying to draft somebody that you're not planning on paying any money, don't draft Colby Young, because when he gets to your camp, he's going to make your roster. He's going to make your football team better.
Push somebody else off the roster.
Yeah. That Colby Young's an NFL football player. Period. Physicality, check.
Done.
Size, check.
Yep.
Speed, check. Route running, check. Hands, check. Perimeter blocking, good Lord.
Boom,
Colby
done.
Young has shown me this year more. Now, does he get a medical waiver? Somebody called Diego Pavia's agent. Does he get a waiver and get to come back?
His agent is trying actively to keep the brothers from traveling with the football team, so he's busy at the moment.
Yeah, he busy. Listen, if there's a scenario where Colby Young comes back, listen, I'm over the moon. But Colby Young's an NFL football player. I think absolutely Colby Young makes an NFL roster this year. You got any more omissions, Clint? I got one more big picture takeaway that I've got from this list. You got any more glaring omissions?
I think you hit the biggest ones for me. We can talk about some other seniors or some other guys that may get a flyer down the road, may get an invite to a camp. We could talk about this, but no glaring omissions. The biggest one, again, Zachariah Branch will be higher than that. Monroe Freeling, Ernest Green should go higher than that. And if they come back for their senior year and show out, health is the biggest thing. Monroe Freeling, he gets a whole healthy season like he has in the back half of this season for the whole entire year. He's top 50 player in the draft. Just straight up. There's no way around that. So Daniel, I want to hear you very well on your big picture takeaway.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I do.
I got one more omission.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Michael Morris not on this list.
Well, I think he's the biggest candidate to come back. Like, of all the other guys, Micah Morris may.
I don't know if Michael Morris has eligibility left to come back.
I thought I saw. Keep talking.
We'll see. Let me go here though first, Clint, because this is, as you mentioned, Michael Morris. I'm going to leave him off right now. Here's what I get when I look at this list. Overwhelmingly, I look at this list and I think to myself, oh, Georgia's football team next year, Clint, is going to be really freaking good. You understand what I'm trying to say?
By the way, I was thinking of Jordan Hall with the medical from earlier.
Yeah. Really good. Where do you want to start, Clint? Let's start on the defensive side of the ball. KJ Bolden, eligibility remaining. Ellis Robinson, eligibility remaining. We got 2 corners, not just Ellis. We got 2 corners. Dalen Everett, yes, going off to the NFL. But Georgia's got 2 elite top-level corners, eligibility remaining. The inside linebacker room, we already mentioned them. Justin Williams, eligibility remaining. Chris Cole, eligibility remaining. Zayden Walker, eligibility remaining. Raylan Wilson, if he chooses to come back, eligibility remaining. How about the outside backers? Has Gabe Harris come along this season? Eligibility remaining. Quintavious Johnson, eligibility remaining. Clint, Elijah Griffin, eligibility remaining. Jordan Hall, eligibility remaining.
What about McLeod? He coming back?
Xavier McLeod, eligibility remaining. Clint. Zion Branch, eligibility remaining. Clint. Let's go over the offensive side of the ball. Okay. Gunnar Stockton, eligibility remaining. Nate Frazier, eligibility remaining. Chauncey Bowens, eligibility remaining. Monroe Freeling, Drew Bobo, Lucas Glover.
Oh my gosh, Juan
Gaston, Ernest Green, all have eligibility remaining. Do we have any tight ends with eligibility remaining? I wonder.
We do.
If he chooses to, Lawson Lucky could come back with eligibility remaining. And if he
could.
chooses not to, we're fine at the position. Big Elias Williams is right there.
Check. What about Ethan Barber, the human robotic machine?
Ethan Barber and Elias Williams, your starting tight ends next year for Georgia. I'm fine.
Let's roll.
Zachariah Branch, eligibility remaining. Talon Taylor, eligibility remaining. CJ Wiley, eligibility remaining. We're going to be fine.
4 or 5
London
stars
Humphreys,
littered.
eligibility remaining.
Guys who have produced, not just guys high school, not just guys projected, but guys producing, guys who have shown out, guys who could come back and make a stronger case for the draft. This Georgia team all of a sudden goes from this year being one of the least experienced teams to next year having a 11-1 playoff bound SEC championship team with one of the biggest snap count coming back in the nation.
Yeah, I will unequivocally say, with no data to back this up, but I'm confident, Clint.
Shoot your shot, King.
I'm confident that when DawgStats does the math, it will support this position.
Yes.
Georgia has never had as much productive talent return as they will this year. Never. Think about what I just did. I went through every position on the roster, and there were no holes left. And I did not account for the 5 stars that have been proving their worth and working their way up. Ikenigbon, I did not account for him. Isaiah, I did not account for them.
You didn't say Big Joe.
I didn't even say Big Joe. There are guys who have been waiting in the wings, who are waiting their turn. They are ready to step in. But there is enough returning production to field more than 22 spots on this roster without having to add anyone new to the mix. Never have we dealt with that as the University of Georgia. Top 2 running backs, chance to come back. Potentially 5 of our 6 best offensive linemen. 6 of our best 7 if you count Tolliver. 6 of our best 7 offensive linemen have an opportunity to come back. Wide receivers, tight ends, defensive line, linebackers, pass rushers, safeties, corners. Next year's Georgia football team. And here's the thing, Clint. There are fan bases, and then I'll shut up. There are fan bases across America who are hitching their wagon to next year.
They are.
They need next year.
Our coach is going to take us to the promised land. If you
He won an American title, an American conference championship.
5 years. If you have undulated between despair and a high, if you haven't been, and your hope is resting on the hire of a new coach that comes with fanfare and Instagram posts.
He's ready to coach his first ever college football playoff game for us. That's what you're saying to yourself, LSU.
By the way, don't let Kalen DeBoer go to Michigan.
No, we can't even get into this Sharon Moore stuff. The man's in prison. What's happening?
He's not in prison. He is being taken care of by the authorities. Like,
okay, sure.
There's been no arrest.
Okay.
He is
all right. Great. Like housed and 3 meals a day, that kind of taken care of. Like, is that the way that he's being taken care of?
He is, Daniel.
What if he did go to Michigan, though? I'm telling you.
By the way, here's why he would, Alabama fan, because it has more money. And as you see, they're more loyal to their people than anybody else in America. The worst thing is you got a has-been sports agency that covers you with jokes of people who care about pizza more than anything else.
I'll tell you why he
Bush
might go to.
Brothers.
I'll tell you why he might go to Michigan, Clint. How many does Michigan have Georgia? How many times Michigan scheduled Georgia
Oh,
in
there
the
it is.
upcoming years?
There it is. When Clark Lee is a better coach than you in your own conference, that's why you go to Michigan.
Oh, I'll stop him when he says something false, Alabama fans. But for now, I'm going to let this go.
Clark Lee is a better coach
Okay.
than Kalen DeBoer.
But you have to see what Nick Saban did in his first 2 years.
Nope. No, I don't.
No.
Look what Clark Lee did.
Vanderbilt.
He is Daniel. I am Clint. This is Locked On Bulldogs, part of Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. Hey, everydayers, get on over. Sign up. We love having you guys. LockedOnBulldogs.supercast.com. Get over there. Sign up. We love interacting with you all. And we'll be back all week, every day, talking about them Bulldogs. We'll see you guys then.
See ya.